Hey guys, it's Arshawn. I'm hoping you can help me out in the comments. What is Liz Cheney thinking? I don't know if you've seen the latest. She apparently now wants to run for president. She's been all up in this committee with January 6th doing this investigation. Has really realigned from one party to another. She's wondering why her polls are so miserable back home in Wyoming. It looks like it's pretty clear unless something radical changes, that she's going to somehow lose this primary in the state that her family has a deep history in and that she's been serving, because she's upset her voting base so much that people are looking for an alternative. And now the reports are that she thinks this is going to be a springboard to run for president, and I just don't understand that. Leaving aside the whole Trump issue and what he did and what he didn't do on January 6th, what discretion is she showing by joining this committee, which seems to have a number of flaws with it, right? It was not set up like a normal committee. The minority really didn't get to participate in this. And then these hearings have been most interesting because they're not like normal hearings where there's back and forth questions and discussions. There's actually scripts, right? I've seen videos of this where, these members of the committee are sitting there and literally reading from a teleprompter what they're supposed to say. And that's not the way things usually happen in Congress, right? Usually there's time allocations and people get time, and they usually have a back and forth with a witness. Also, in true hearings, there's usually development of material from all sides. Different things come up, and you have both a for and against, right? If we even think about, the Donald Trump impeachment hearing, right? There was people for the impeachment and people against the impeachment. They both had an opportunity to speak. This committee doesn't do that, and this committee really limits its nature to not answering some of the most difficult questions about January 6th, right? So the question isn't just, this January 6th committee and why she's joined this thing, right? It's really a discretion question. Why would you be part of this voluntarily, right? Why would you jump into this? And it's clear that, the Republicans that joined that committee were doing it for, it's against their party's wishes, right? Their party was not given their normal participation in there. And this committee was really set up to be hand selected by the majority of the House to run a certain way. So whether the committee's good or bad, whether the committee's finding great information or not, whatever the case may be, it really had the beginnings of not really feeling fair and like due process. And so I don't think Liz Cheney took into account the fact that not only was she opposing a very politically popular president, but she was coming in and actually participating in something that really shows a lack of understanding and discretion. And I think she doesn't understand that people understand that, right? I think she understood. She was so mad at another politician that she wanted to find a way to take a swipe at him. But she didn't understand that the way she was doing it was going to undermine her career forever. Now, some people, apparently in Liz Cheney's circle, think that somehow she's going to run for president in the future. And I've seen these headlines popping up. I mean, she's going to lose her primary now, apparently. She's not going to be very popular in her home state. But she thinks she's building some national popularity and voter base. And what I think she's going to find is when the time comes and she tries to get a broader base within the Republican Party, it may or may not even be about the opposition to Donald Trump, which is its own issue. But what she's going to face is an issue about how she aligned herself and how she didn't analyze the broader context, and how really, in many ways, she's been used as a political pawn. She's been used because of the letter behind her name. That's the only reason probably that she's on this committee, is because she was one of the few who would go along with this and raise their hand and allow this to happen, that happen to have an R behind their name. So I think that's what people are going to remember longer than this. I would love to hear your thoughts on what she's thinking and why she's going there. And then also, I haven't posted many videos to this channel. It's just for fun on a side project. But if you go back on this R. Sean McBride Politics channel, you'll also see a discussion about why not only Donald Trump was at fault for January 6th, but why I think Biden was at fault as well. And I'm still not understanding why people haven't talked about his involvement in this process as well. So drop me some comments. Would love to get some live discussion going with you guys about what you're seeing, what you think Liz Cheney's thinking. Is she completely delusional? Or why are people even telling her that she has some chance to be president in the future? Would love to hear what you're seeing and what you're thinking. Join me in the comments, folks. I'll catch you very soon.